Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the pitch. At the 45 on its way. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Red Wolves are flying down the field. On the run, it's Bryant. Can't get him to the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the 1st down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, 1st down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
A first down for the offense. Running back goes in motion. On the move, it's Hughes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And the old toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Looking to scramble.
It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Red Wolves are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking up the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking up the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll throw it on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
2nd down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter.
Arkansas State 10, Tulane 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Off-play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hughes. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
Lasso! Lasso! Razor!
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Let's it fly. He makes makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They'll go to the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And some room to work. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Jumped on top of the pile.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Going up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
You just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Give to the running back. Shakes off the tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, buying some time. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Extending the play. He's going to take off.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll run play action. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 14 to Army. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, what a cut! And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Unloads it left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. Using his legs, it's Hughes.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. A great job finishing with his pads.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give to the tailback. At the 45 on its way. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Rayner. He makes the connection. Open, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down in the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
On second down, looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Off the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air. It's Rayner. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Defense showing blitz here. The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Gonna run it. It's Jenkins. Fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10.
Black 24. Black 24.
They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Bryant. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to Army. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move, he fires. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He's going up top here late in the game. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Mark down at the 44. It's third down.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.